Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do, so press this bell and enable to send notifications.
The jungles and forests of Earth have terrified the human race for years. There's just something unsettling about not knowing what could be lurking behind the next tree. That hasn't stopped us from exploring them and searching for the lost cities and treasures rumored to be inside. There have been innumerable instances where people go deep into the woods and witness all sorts of creepy and unexplainable sights. Number 10. The stairs to nowhere. It's perfectly normal for a building to have stairs leading to nowhere. There might have been revisions done to the building and the stairs were no longer needed. But when you come across ominous-looking stairs in the woods, that's a whole different situation. There's no other hint of a building being here besides these stairs, so we're really confused. Plus, by the looks of them, they've been here for quite some time. When something is so out of place that there isn't a valid reason, that's when things start getting weird. We would understand if there were wooden stairs going to a tree fort or some sort of building that's meant to be there. But alas, there is no explanation of why these very old concrete stairs are standing here. Number 9. Massive Bosnian spheres. Spheres are not easy to make with basic human tools, so spheres found naturally have always sparked debates. No more than this particularly enormous sphere found by a man randomly in a Bosnian forest. This enormous stone weighs over 30 tons and is between 2.4 and 3 meters wide, which is big for any stone, let alone a spherical one erratically placed in the woods. Intensifying the mystery, the stone quite obviously has a red metallic look, indicating it quite clearly has a high iron content. Archaeologist Sam Osmanagic, who had been researching the prehistoric stone sphere phenomenon for 15 years, believed it could be an indication of advanced ancient civilizations. It's an exciting theory, but the archaeologist has been doubted to the point of ridicule by others in the field, who said the prospect of an ancient civilization creating the stone was absurd. Instead, they suggest that the stone was formed through the process of concretion, where rock is formed from secretions of mineral cement within sediments, which is perhaps no less miraculous. Interestingly, though, there are examples of sphere stones that have been chiseled by ancient civilizations by hand, like the Costa Rica stones. Created between 500 and 1500 BC, these stones feature geoglyphs and other markings. Number 8. Cult family. All families are messed up, yet love each other, but the cult family took those two qualities to a whole new level. When this clan was tracked down in the woods of Australia, 38 people were found, all of them the products of incest. Women were having children with their full brothers or fathers for 4 generations. As you may have already guessed, a number of these kids had deformities. Many of them also couldn't speak properly and instead spoke in a strange language of their invention. They had no running water nor access to the outside world, and it was a wonder how they survived living in such conditions. The reasons the police knew to look for them is pretty creepy on its own, and sums up just how seriously messed up this family was. A local kid overheard a girl in the woods talking about how her older sister was pregnant, but they didn't know which of their brothers was the father. I feel really bad for the family counselor that had to sort things out with these poor kids. After all, they were living in total isolation from the rest of the world and grew up thinking that this was totally normal. Number 7. Nail trap. Imagine riding your bicycle through a forest trail and coming across one of these. This is a wooden block with a nail sticking out of it, or a nail trap designed to cause physical injury to either your transportation or your foot. Ouch! A cyclist was maneuvering through a forest near Lampeter in South Wales when he discovered one of these blocks. What's worse is that upon further investigation, both the cyclists and the police discovered that there were messages on the bottoms of these blocks that read, "Ha ha, gotcha, and keep the footpath." Weird. Number 6. Largest wildcat. As the Spanish Wildcat Conservation Project was in operation in Scotland, video of what's being called the largest wildcat ever was taken. Watch as this absolutely monstrous wildcat, which is estimated to be 4 feet long, climbs down this log. Kev Bell, one of the field workers on the project, stated that he's seen between 10 and 15 of these cats, but none as big as this one. This one was given the nickname of Clash Indie Rock Beast. During the course of these observations, these are some of the rarest animals in the world, and normal-sized wildcats come in at an average of just 2 feet long. Number 5. Underground bunker. While out hiking in the woods of northern Germany, two friends noticed several large pipes protruding from the ground. Curious, they decided to investigate further. They discovered a doorway hidden between several bushes, covered by a large wooden lid. They decided to see where the doorway leads. To their amazement, they had discovered a huge, disused army bunker. There were several tunnels leading off in different directions, intersecting a long central corridor. As they ventured deeper and deeper into the maze-like structure, they came across writing on the wall. It said "Help" and was written in German. The deeper they went, the more decayed the structure became. Then they stumbled across more writing. This time it read, "Hello, Satan, I love you." The floor was now inches deep in water, and the whole place began to smell of sewage. Finally, they made their way into a very large room with a strange machine at the center. It looked like the previous occupants had fled the bunker in a hurry, as there was a single shoe still stuck in the sludge on the floor. As they continued, the rooms deteriorated and the pipework became ever more corroded. Eventually, the rooms were filled with so much water that the pair had to abandon their investigation and return to the surface. Number 4. Not an uplifting sign. Sometimes we come across plaques or signs in the store that convey an uplifting or positive message. We've all had a home decor item that's borderline cheesy, and it probably heightens our moods when we really need it. But the forest is not our home, and it would be kind of surprising to find any type of home decor in a setting like that. Apparently, this person decided to explore in the woods, and they definitely found something. This sign isn't positive or uplifting. It's very unsettling. Imagine stumbling across this sign all alone in the forest and having no idea how or why it's there. Maybe it's a movie prop, maybe it's a sick joke, or maybe it has an entire backstory that we'll never know about. All we can hope is that this person picked it up and got rid of it. Number 3. Mysterious ball. If you were walking through the woods and you came across a huge eerie ball in the middle of nowhere, what would you think? Would you assume that you'd stumbled across an alien landing or secret military base? That's what a lot of people believe when they encountered this giant hollow fiberglass ball in a woodland area near Dubna. The ball has unusual acoustic properties, leading people to speculate that it might be anything from a crashed alien ship to the church of a strange religious cult. Its true purpose is unknown, but the most popular theory is that it's an old radar dome, which was once used during the Soviet era for covert surveillance. It's been abandoned since at least 1980, and in more recent years has found itself used for other purposes, for example, as a unique concert venue. Number 2. Humpback whale. The word jungle and humpback whale don't go together at all, and yet that's exactly what was discovered in a mangrove swamp near the mouth of the Amazon River. The whale was 36 feet long, and it took workers 2 attempts to reach it. They realized something big was there by the birds that were circling above it. It's believed the calf was separated from her mom in stormy weather, and high tides launched her ashore. The whale will be left to decompose and the skeleton donated to a local natural history museum. Number 1. Strange statues. There is no shortage of strange statues that can be found in the woods, including ones made to look like female body parts on wooded islands. But since those statues apparently disappeared after their discovery, let's talk about this one. What exactly is this statue, and where did it come from? It looks like a bunch of aliens performing some type of ritual. For better or for worse, the truth is a lot less exciting. This statue is one of many that can be found in the woods of Great Britain. It's part of an art exhibition called the Sculpture Park, where you can also find a blue woman holding an umbrella, a lone pair of wheels, and skeletons performing a number of different tasks. If you went to the park on purpose, you'd probably enjoy most of the statues that were there. However, if you came across this place by accident, it would probably leave you creeped out, especially if you arrived at night. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.